Hello guys, my name is Jason and welcome back to Beyond the Realms, and today I have another screener copy in that I just got done watching from Arrow Video entitled Ray Harryhausen Special Effects Titan. See that there. This does come out on June 28th, so next week. Ray Harryhausen, if you don't know the name, he is one of the true pioneers of special effects throughout cinema history. And, you know, this documentary is just, it is fantastic. You know, it starts off and it tells how Ray was inspired by the original King Kong, and that is what totally changed his life, and that's what inspired him to get into making films. And then it goes from there, and he's talking about how, you know, he saw this film, and he knew that's what he wanted to do, so he got a camera, he made some creatures, he had to figure out how to do all this stuff on his own because he couldn't find people to work with him because, you know, it was such an undiscovered art form during this time. So, you know, he started doing test footage, test shots, all this stuff, and it shows how he built his career. It shows how he started to make movies, and then it just slowly goes through each of his movies, and interspliced with all of this is archival footage, interviews with Ray Harryhausen, and then you just have a plethora of modern day filmmakers who have been inspired by Ray Harryhausen. You have Guillermo del Toro, James Cameron, Joe Dante, Peter Jackson, Steven Spielberg, and just on and on and on. Just all kinds of directors, writers, special effects artists, behind the scenes guys that work within the Hollywood system that talk about how much of an impact that Harryhausen had within the industry. You know, I really liked how they went through his entire career, you know, and how he morphed and changed, you know, and like how, and showing how he did these effects, you know, with filming the creature footage and stop motion animation, and then intersplicing it with live action characters. Just really intriguing, interesting stuff. Now, I'm not sure if there's a whole lot here that is not probably previously known about Ray Harryhausen, but to have all of this in one informative and you know, a tribute style documentary to such an important icon within filmmaking. You know, I don't know that we've had this before, and you know, if you like documentaries, this is certainly one to check out. But even furthermore, if you are into filmmaking, into special effects, how the movie magic is put up onto the screen, I could not recommend this documentary anymore. I mean, it is just so great. My only complaint with this thing is I wanted more. It runs 97 minutes long, and it just kept me so engrossed the whole time. You know, because I'm just so much into movie making, how this stuff is done, and this is just, it's absolutely spectacular documentary, guys. Arrow Video really did a bang up job with this, guys. I just don't know what else more to say, except you definitely should watch this. You should check it out and pick it up. You know, Harryhausen, it's just amazing, you know, the amount of impact he still has today. You know, stop motion animation is not so much used anymore, but, you know, people talk about how it's went on and completely into inspiring digital technology, and a lot of these guys that do these newer films, like it, you know, like I said, the Avatar and King Kong, Lord of the Rings, you know, the King Kong remake, of course, Peter Jackson, and Lord of the Rings, and Jurassic Park, and all this stuff. You know, these guys talk about how, you know, a lot of their shots are directly inspired by stuff that Harryhausen did, and they'll show these original shots that Harryhausen did in some of his movies, and then, you know, like their tribute shot that they did in their movies, and continue to do to this day. You know, his importance within the Hollywood movie making system just cannot be overstated, guys. This guy had such a huge impact, and continues to inspire people because he had such a creative, ingenious mind. And I also like how, you know, they show a lot of the original creature props that still exist to this day. Some of them are only in their skeletal forms, but some of them still have the rubber on them. Some of them, you know, in various forms. Some of them still look really good. Some of them are really beat up. They do show Ray's workshop in London, which is basically a really small room. It's a room less than half of this room I'm in right here, but it's got a workbench. He's got little drills and machines, and there's a shelf of these creatures he had been working on, all this stuff. Just really great stuff, guys. But yeah, like I said, this comes out from Arrow Video on June 28th. Ray Harryhausen Special Effects Titans. Guys, I'm going to give this one easily a 10 out of 10. It gets my highest recommendation, especially, you know, for, you know, just being such a great documentary, so informative, and where you take all of these little bits and pieces of information that's been out there and you just put it all into one nice documentary package right here. This is a definitive story of Ray Harryhausen to get, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I hope you will take the time out to check out this documentary, because I think you guys will really enjoy this one. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good one. Later.